Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another installment of our Faction Wars series, where we go through each of the bosses with the team that I use to clear a Faction Crypt. What's going on, guys? It's Kuroto here, keeping it tanky in Raid Shadow Legends, and today we are going to be talking about my favorite faction in the game, the Orcs. And we are going to be making a change because of a new addition, Rock of Viletide. So the squad is going to be all legendaries. However, one of them was a past fusion and another one was a previous login champion. So you can feel free to use those two if you have them, being Kreela Witcharm and Artak here. Bells the Reckoner was a guaranteed. And you can use, when I did this initially, I did this with Hackmaster Shaq, who is also a previous fusion. So it's a relatively easy team to use, but we are going to be using some different champs today. We are going to be using Kreela Witcharm for her increased attack AoE and her ally attack, because ally attack is just so strong. Kreela also does pretty good damage. Hold up, click the link in the description right now to get a free Uugo, as well as 2 more free epic champions as you level up. Here are the steps to get yours. Step 1, log out of Plarium Play on PC and uninstall. Step 2, click the link in the description and register with a brand new email. Step 3, launch Raid and complete the tutorial. Step 4, go to your inbox and claim your first champ. This is an amazing account start to Raid, so click the link and start now. We've got Argos Wild King, the Faction Unity champ. I think he is honestly one of, until I got Lady Mikage, one of the most game-changing champions on my account. He's got a heal on the A1. If anybody is below 50% HP, he will bring them back up to that level. He will attack an ally to boost their turn meter and provide a shield. The damage he deals will deal half of the target's current HP, and the shield and turn meter fill will be equal to the amount of HP that they are missing. And then he has an AoE A3 that provides strengthen for the team and provokes on all enemies. With 3 orcs on the team, the provokes will be irresistible. He will not be able to have block active skills placed on him or cooldown increasing effects, and he will instantly activate this skill whenever an ally drops below 50% HP. He also increases damage dealt and decreases damage taken when allies are at or below 50% HP by 30%, and also stacks HP, defense, and speed on all allies by 5% up to 25% each time an enemy or ally dies. And then once per ally per round, when an ally kills an enemy, they will get an extra turn that is on a 1-turn cooldown. We have Artak for HP burns, decrease attack, and burn activation. He does a lot of damage, especially in wave-based content. And then we have Bells the Reckoner, who is also there for damage. He has decreased defense on the A1. He's got buff steal on the A2 that will repeat on all enemies if the initial target is under leech. It is worth noting that the buff steal will not occur on the AoE portion of that skill. And then on the A3, he has AoE block buffs and leech. He is ideal for being a Hydra debuffer or damage dealer. And then on his passive, he will increase his HP and crit damage by 5% up to 50 for each debuff placed by this champion. Finally, we have the newest addition to the squad, Rock of Viletide. I love this champion. She's got a heal on the A1 on the ally with the lowest HP by 10%. She's got a full team cleanse with increased attack and shield equal to 25% of this champion's max HP on all allies for 2 turns. And then she has an AoE revive that revives with 50% HP and turn meter and places block debuffs on all allies for 2 turns. The block debuffs will be placed regardless of whether or not she revives anyone. And then on the passive, she will, on a 2-turn cooldown, fill the turn meter of all allies by 10%, and then on the start of each turn, place a continuous heal buff on the ally with the lowest HP for 2 turns. That is not this champion. She's got speed in all battles by 19%, so we will be taking advantage of that aura. Again, it is worth noting that when I initially did this, I did it with Packmaster Shaq, so he is absolutely able to be used as well. He's got drop defense on the A1. He's got taunt, reflect damage, shield, and a heal for himself on the A2. Then he's got turn meter fill and block buffs on the A3, as well as placing Hex and increasing damage dealt to targets under Hex on his passive. He places Hex when he is hit. So if you don't have Raka, that was who I used before I got her. I will also shout out Zargala. She is an amazing damage dealer if you need it. I don't even have her built well, and she already hits like a truck. So now we're going to go through, and we are going to go through all 3 of the bosses with this team. It's a simple team, realistically, because there's no like tricks, nothing we're trying to necessarily achieve here. We are just using raw damage and survivability to plow through. So it's an easy thing to do. So Raka's going to just basically be a buffer, and look at that. Artak does a lot of damage, and he's not even like built properly with like crit damage or anything. He's just, and he doesn't have his passive stacked up that gives him even more damage. And just like that, we clear the first boss, no problem there. Artak clearing the waves, and Argaz doing mostly damage to allies, to be honest. So now we go in and we go to the second boss, stage 14, and let's see what we can do. This team is very strong, and again, when I did it, I used Shaek, so it's pretty easy to do because that's 2 fusions, being Kreela and Shaek, plus login champ in Artak and a guaranteed champion in Bells the Reckoner. The only outlier is the Wild King, and Raka's just here because she's my new champ that I want to showcase because I think she's so good. So we are not having any problems at all with these first 2 bosses. It's a walk in the park, or the enemy's hardly even taking turns. In fact, I think that's the first turn that has been taken this entire round, and it's of no consequence to us because our team is just that strong. Kreela, even though she's a support, does a surprising amount of damage. She's not even built for damage anymore, realistically, on my account. I rebuilt her for speed, which her speed's still not great, but the speed on my account isn't very good. But yeah, pretty much everyone on this team outside of Raka is a damage dealer. So it's an easy team to achieve. It's very easy and it's very strong. As you can see, almost a minute and a half of a run for that second boss, and now we're going to go to the third, and we should get through it pretty quickly, honestly. I'm very proud of this team. It's a strong team. It's an easy team. It's a consistent team. The only thing you have to worry about with this team is weak hits. It's not time consuming. It's just good. I think it would be interesting if there was a champion that was HP based and used shields, the HP of shields, to count towards their max HP to deal more damage. I think that would be a really cool champion. I think that, honestly, I really wish that I could design champions for Plarium because I do that enough in my own head just when I'm playing the game that I think it would be cool to do. Maybe on stream sometime, if you guys want, we can just take some time and build champions together that we think would be cool for the game. If that's something you'd like to do, feel free to hit me up in the comments and join me for stream, and we can absolutely do that. I think that would be a hoot. But yeah, as you can see, we're already at the boss at a minute and a half on the final stage, and we're not worried. That was the first time we've been hit because of Bells. She didn't get to use any of the buffs that she stole, and Raka will be able to cleanse us off at some point. And look at all this. Even though we're provoked, it doesn't matter because we do enough damage that that minion is going to die, and we take like no damage because there's just so much HP on this team, especially because of Wild King's passive. There's so much HP being generated between Bells boosting his own HP by placing debuffs and Wild King increasing our speed, HP, and whatnot through his passive on the waves. There is just an insane amount of sustainability and tankiness that ramps into this team. It's not even inherently built into this team. So if you have any of these champions and you are not using them, I highly recommend you do so, because unless you've got like the mythicals for this faction, you could probably use them. They are incredibly strong, unbelievably strong. Again, Bells' block buff, and boom, Raka just cleanses everything off, so it doesn't even matter. This is my strongest faction, no doubt, and I couldn't be more proud of it. I'm hoping, honestly, that my first mythical comes from this faction as well. And boom, we just set a new best time for stage 21, 3.5 minutes. So yeah, these are the stats. Artak and Wild King doing the bulk of the damage. Kreela not too far behind. Bells coming in for support with his debuffs, and Raka doing quite a bit of healing and a lot of turn meter, as well as her buff control with her cleanse and block debuffs. I am very happy with this team. Let me know in the comments what you guys use, if it's anything similar. Maybe one of these days I'll go in again and try to do some epic Faction Wars teams once I've got some better gear on my account so I can actually give you guys proper showcases. If that's something that you'd like to see, let me know in the comments. I love hearing from you guys. And with that being said, stay happy, stay healthy, and stay tanky.